Hey guys, it's Hoops the Bee, and we're back with another Roblox Bee Swarm Simulator tutorial. And today we're going to go ahead and get our bees 11 to 15. Well, maybe not all of them, but let's go and explore the places beyond gate number 10. So first of all, because you joined the club, always make sure you use the honey dispenser. That's going to give you a little bit of haste boost as well. So let's just keep going up here, and we might as well tackle a few of the monsters on the way to help our little bees level up. So we'll just try to squeeze on that side, and we'll then go on to that side. He's not so smart, this spider. We beat him quite easily. So let's go across here, and we expect a couple of beetles in here, so let's just see what happens. Ugh, our bees will come over and save us. And we get a few honey tokens, and don't forget this white token is a link token, so if you click that it picks up all your tokens at once. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's head up here. Now you probably want to see this raw jelly and you want to get it, but you're going to need some special boots to get up there, so you can keep trying. And we have a sprout over there. That's interesting. So let's quickly go up here, and we might go back to the sprout in a minute. Now, why you want to get through gate 10, it's because there's the pineapple field, and the pineapple field will give you some pineapples. But there's another reason too, because there's another club outlet up here, and you can get free treats. Yeah, that's right. So I just got 10 treats just for clicking the button. And you can do that once every hour. So you want to definitely get into the Bee Swarm Simulator Club. Now, the other reason why you want to get into here is because this is where all the good stuff is. Well, for your level anyway, until you get 25 bees. So let's go ahead and buy something. Now we want a bigger backpack. So let's see what we can afford. Well, we can afford this compressor, which actually gives us 50,000 capacity and also 55% conversion rate. So that's pretty good, and we're going to go ahead and buy that. Now I've done a bit of grinding, so obviously I can afford it, and that's going to save us from going backwards and forwards, because when you get up to these higher levels you don't want to have to keep going back and emptying your load. Now there are some other items in here too for collectors, so we'll just quickly zip through here. And we'll see that this is the best collector you can get for a low level. It's the honey dipper, and it collects pollen from all areas, but it's 1.5 million. So we wouldn't be able to afford that, but we might be able to afford the electromagnet at some stage. But for now, I think we'll be fine, and we'll just continue on with what we've got. So don't forget, when I showed you last time, we popped onto here, there's a pretty scary mantis, and also a rhino beetle who's a level 5. He's not too much problem, but the jumping mantis is always a little bit of a pain. So just be careful that you don't get killed before. Oh, look at that. And I've also got a gum treat here. That's cool. And also a pineapple, because that's what you get in the pineapple field. So that's awesome. We haven't talked about these. This is a honey, and it's gone already. That was a honey mark. And basically when you stand inside that, you convert your pollen to honey. So that's pretty cool. You want to get that as often as you can. It saves you having to go backwards and forwards. Alright, so we'll do a little bit more farming in here. And now we'll go off and have a look at some of these other areas. So let's quickly go over here. This is actually a stump. And on top of this stump, if you can just jump up, you'll see, oh, glitching. We'll go around the back here, and we can see there's a really big snail, and this is called the stump snail for obvious reasons. And he's a pretty slow creature, and he just goes around and around. But as you can see, he's got nearly 30 million health, so it does take some time to defeat this guy. But the good thing is the score is saved, so eventually you will beat him down and you will get an amulet, which is pretty cool, and it will give you some power-ups. But we're not going to play with this guy today. We're going to have a look around some of the other areas. So let's go up to this ramp here. Now you've seen these little boxes around, they're little shops, and this particular shop, if we open the shop up, we can buy a bean sprout for 20 tickets. So you can go ahead and spend some of your tickets that way, but I suggest saving them because sprouts pop up automatically anyway. So we'll keep coming up here, and we'll see that there's another bear up here. So this is Science Bear, and Science Bear will give you quests as well. and he gives you some pretty cool treats. So let's just take one of his quests and see what he asks us to do. He's kind of like a combination of the other ones. So you can collect pineapple pollen, but you may also have to kill some nasty little insects. So that's pretty cool to get another quest, and we can earn some more rewards. Now, as we see down here, our little panda guy has an exclamation mark, so that means we need to go down and go and collect another quest. And we'll just talk to the panda bear. Now he's going to give us some royal jelly, which is kind of nice. So we can upgrade some of our bees. Now we only have 10 bees still, so we better go start doing some pollen collection so we can actually get some more. So let's just head over here and I'll take you over to the bean sprout. And if we hop up this ladder, this is another one of these little shops, and you can actually buy royal jelly. It costs 6 tickets to buy 1 royal jelly, so there's also that too. And you'll see these little cannons and slingshots around the map. The number represents the amount of bee types you need to have before you can use it. So I need to discover 8 bee types, and I haven't quite done that just yet. Now if we go up into this field, which is the clover field, and just wait for our little creatures to be eaten, and there we go. Well, then we can see that there's actually a sprout in the field. Now what sprouts actually do is they have a big number, and if you can keep collecting the pollen, that number gets smaller and smaller, and the sprout gets bigger and bigger, and eventually it'll burst and it'll give out heaps of cool treats, raw jellies and all sorts of things depending on the type of sprout it is. So that's pretty good too. So as a low level, it's going to be a little bit hard to actually farm those sprouts, but there's some people busy at the moment doing it already. So let's just head back down here into our field, and we don't need to empty our backpack yet because it actually lasts for quite some time. Now let's go have a look at some of the quests we still have to do. We have to go and get 13,000 from the pineapple patch, and we need to feed our bees some treats. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're just going to go ahead and empty the backpack because we're here, and we're going to go and feed our bees some treats. Now the thing with the bees is you want to choose a couple of good bees that you like and just level them up, because they're actually going to help you to complete some quests in the future. So we're actually going to go ahead and give our carpenter bee 50 treats. So that's that part of the quest done, and now we need to feed someone the blueberries. Now we do know that blue bees like blueberries, so let's go ahead and give it to this cool bee down here. And we might as well give him all 40, why not? And he loves them, so he's actually gaining pretty quickly. So he's very close to a level 6 bee now. And similarly the carpenter bee is probably almost halfway there. So that's pretty cool, and we need to go ahead now and talk to Mother Bear and get ourselves some extra treats. Now you can't see it now, but I'm actually farming, so this compressor is quite big. But we'll go and see Mother Bear, and we'll just have a quick chat to her. Alright, so we got 10 more treats and 3 tickets. So I like that. Now let's go ahead and get another quest while we're here. And this time we need to feed our bees 50 treats and use 3 royal jellies. So if we have a look, we only have 1. So we're going to have to find a way to get some more, or we can go ahead and buy them. At the same time, if you need to get more treats, you can always come to this treat shop and buy them for 100 honey. So if you wanted to get 10 treats, it would cost you 5,500 honey. But I reckon you can collect them in the fields, so don't do it until you really have to. Now I've got a couple of quests here for the pineapple patch, so I better head up there. But first of all, I'm going to see if I've got enough money to buy another egg. So we'll just open up the egg shop, and we can see that we just have enough to buy 1 more egg. So let's close the shop and head over to our hive. Now after about 10 bees, things are going to get a little bit slower, but we're going to try to speed things up a bit by using some more Bee Swarm Simulator codes. So first of all, let's go and put this basic egg into our hive. and it's a basic bee. So we might as well go ahead and use our royal jelly to get something a bit different. And this time we get a Riley bee, which is a red epic, which is pretty cool. Riley bee is the leader of the red bees. So let's get some more stats on a Riley bee. So he collects pollen 10 in 2 seconds, and he makes 120 honey in 4 seconds, and he's got a decent attack of 3. So that's nice. Now we probably want to go ahead and give him some treats to level him up just a little bit. So he's red, so he's going to like the strawberries. So we'll go ahead and just give him a few extras. So now he's level 4 as well. So you can see how this works. You just keep adding as many bees as you can afford, because the more bees you have, the easier it will be to defeat the creatures and also collect more pollen. So let's go ahead and go up to the pineapple field and go and collect some more pollen. Now we might just wait here and let's just see if our bees attack these little creatures. So we'll just collect these tokens, and there's some more tokens there. Now I did see that the panda bear has an exclamation mark, so we must have finished his quest already. So let's pop up here and we'll get another quest from Panda Bear. Oh, so the quest is defeat 15 ladybugs. So that's pretty easy because ladybugs are really easy to do. But we're going to head up to the pineapple field for now. Okay, and don't forget, there's going to be a few nasty little creatures up here. So you want to make sure that you have your bees following you. Sometimes they actually need to have a little bit of a sleep if they get tired. So, and this little token here is an interesting one. It's actually the pollen mark. And when you farm inside here, you can see that it's quite good, but when you farm outside the circle, it's half. So you get double the amount of pollen harvesting when you're in a pollen mark. So let's go get this pineapple because we need more pineapples. So that's it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more farming and see if I can get enough honey to buy some more bees. So I'll be back a little bit later. Okay, so I've collected a little bit more honey, and you might see in one of the fields one of these spikes. Now you need to be very careful because it's actually attached to a vicious bee, and you'll summons him if someone and hits it. Okay, so what happens with the vicious bee is he's going to go around the field and your bees are going to try to attack him. But these are red dots that appear. They're going to be spikes that come up really quickly. So you want to make sure that you run around and don't get trapped on any of these red circles. So let's just keep going around and we'll see how we go. As you see, I think our bees are a little bit underpowered, so we're going to hop off this field. And just getting off the field is not enough. You have to get out of range of the vicious bee. So that's the vicious bee. You'll see it quite often, and you collect stingers and you can actually buy one yourself. But yeah, he has pretty good range. So yeah, when you see those little spikes in the field, if you don't want to attack the vicious bee, or he's still over here even, if you don't want to attack the vicious bee, well then don't disturb them and just keep on walking. Now we're going to go back up to the top field up here. I'm just trying to complete some quests here. The science bear quest is complete, so I'm going to go and get that. Now there's some sparkles I can see in the pineapple field. Let's go over there quickly. No, we won't have time. So let's go up to the science bear and complete this quest. So I have a quest from the black bear as well, and he's going to give me a gold egg. So I'm going to go and get that in a second too. So let's go talk to the science bear. Yep, got 5 different bees. Well done. And your conversion rate improves every time you complete a science bear quest. So it's given me some more honey, which is kind of nice. Now let's just drop down here and let's just quickly explain what these machines are. These are actually instant converters. So if you've got a full backpack and you want to offload it really quickly, you can actually spend 1 ticket like this and it will instantly get rid of all your pollen and turn it into honey. So that's pretty cool too. Now don't forget to keep coming back up here. I've got 3 minutes to wait, so I might have to come back up here later. Now the thing is, I've got lots of honey here and I'm very tempted to go and buy a different tool because it takes a long time to do some grinding. But you have to be careful because sometimes you spend too much money and you could be getting more eggs. So the pulsars looks pretty good. I actually like this one here, the electromagnet. So I've still got to save up for that anyway. So I'm going to just leave the shop right now. You just need to make the decision whether you go and buy equipment or whether you just want more bees. Now I actually just want more bees. So I'm just going to go and wait until I've got more bees. And then I'll go and upgrade my pollen collector. So let's just go over here. I'm just completing this last little task for the black bear. And we might as well kill this ladybird right here. Okay, so we'll get a few treats and we're almost finished. So for this quest we just had to collect 25,000 red pollen and 25,000 blue pollen. Now I've just got another bee advanced up to level 5 and another quest is to raise one to level 6. So we'll see how we go with that in a second. Oh, we didn't quite get enough pollen there, so let's just get a bit more of this red. The best place to get the red at this level is probably the strawberry field, but I'm not going to walk up there because the time I go up there, I'm actually going to have this quest finished. So let's just farm a little bit more. Our bees will collect a little bit of pollen as well, and then we'll be done. Oh, we can collect a little bit of red pollen here too. So some of the times you can collect red, white and blue all at the same time. So it's a little bit slower to do it this way, but well, it is what it is. So there's another part of the quest here as well. I've got to feed 50 treats and at the moment I have 35. So I'm tempted to buy a few. So let's just see how many we can get. For 5,500 honey, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And maybe we'll go ahead and no, we won't buy another lot. So let's just get a few more treats to help us complete that quest. And we'll go and see the black bear. Okay, so we'll talk to the black bear and yep, well, you've got the gold egg. So that's cool. No honey, one gold egg, and the gold egg has more chance of getting an epic bee. You may even get a legendary as well. So let's just see what we get. And whoa, he's going to give us a diamond egg, which is a guaranteed legendary bee. So let's go back over here and he wants us to collect 50,000 pollen. But we're going to go ahead and grab a couple more eggs, see how much we can afford. So let's see, we buy the next one for 80,000 and then we can buy another one for 120. So the next egg is 180,000 honey. So that's going to take us a little bit of time. But so we'll just go over here and empty our backpack and put the eggs that we have in place. So let's just make the honey and we'll go ahead and grab some of these eggs. So we've got a basic egg here, we'll pop that in there. And yep, we just got a common and put another one in. Oh, wow. We just got a gifted exhausted bee. Now the gifted bee, it's an epic bee. That is, wow, that's amazing from just a basic egg. I can't believe it. So let's have a look and see what it actually means. So it's an exhausted bee and he's gifted. So he's around here somewhere. There he is there. Now gifted gives him a hive bonus of 25% white pollen. So the whole hive will collect more white pollen than if he wasn't gifted. So that is a pretty good bee from a basic egg. Now the other thing is we've got this gold egg to put in, so this could be an epic or legendary as well. And it's a demo bee. So it's an elite bomber bee who's worked his way up the ranks. So that's pretty good. Now we're actually getting pretty close. But we've got a few basic bees here, so we want to transform them into something decent as well. So that's a hasty bee, and we have a basic bee over here too. And we can say yes to that one. Now we can actually hit the use another and convert that into a different bee. So let's go ahead and try that. And this time we get a rascal bee, which is pretty cool. So now I've got 1, 2, 3 red bees and 2 blue bees. So I was hoping to get some more, but getting a gifted bee is pretty awesome. So I can't complain. Alright guys, so I haven't quite got my 15th bee. I've got to go ahead and do a bit more grinding. And I'll be back shortly. Okay, that didn't take too long, so let's go ahead and purchase our last egg to get our 15th bee. So we'll go to the shop, and it's 180,000 honey. So the next one's going to be 270. So just keep that in mind. When you want to buy bees, they get more expensive. But there are a lot of quests that give you free eggs, so you should always do your quests to help you fill out your hive quicker. So now we'll go down and grab this basic egg. So generally you do just get basic bees, so you've got to keep that in mind. I've been pretty lucky here, and I've got a couple of decent bees, including a legendary and a gifted bee. So that doesn't happen every day. Now this is my new bee. It's a looker bee, and it's a rare because I've just used the royal jelly. So everything's going great at the moment, and now I have 15 bees. And I have one bee that's at level 6 already. So now it's time to concentrate on upgrading my collector, because I think 15 bees is enough now, and I can get into the top field. Now, although I can get in right now, I'm not really going to go in because there's a few scary monsters, including this level 7 werewolf, but I'll show you how to beat him later. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. Now you have 15 bees, and it really doesn't take that long if you know what you're doing. So I did promise you a few more codes, so let's go ahead and put them in now. Okay, so we'll type Club Bean and redeem that, and we get 1 magic bean and a boost to the pineapple patch. So that's cool. If you want some gumdrops, you could type gumdrops for science, and you'll get 15 gumdrops. Now, we haven't talked about gumdrops, and they will help you put goo into a field, which will help get bonus honey, but we'll cover that in the next video. And here's another code, Bloxy Celebration. And we get 5 tickets, a magic bean, activated baby love, and we've got a mountaintop field boost and a clover field boost. So that's pretty cool. We can use the clover field, but we can't have access to the mountaintop just yet. So guys, that's it for today. So hopefully you've got your first 15 bees. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, it's bye for now.